What's up guys, TheGearChange here, back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be swapping over my old VE Ute glove box lid for a slightly newer one. Not brand new, but a new one from a wrecker. It's got a bit of a divot and the vinyl is pretty worn out. It also doesn't shut properly. Every time you're driving it sort of starts unlocking and locking on the lock mechanism there, so I thought I'd sort of hunt around and see if I could get a better one, which I did. So yeah, let's get into the install. Alright, now here I am behind the glove box, which is a pretty tight spot to be, especially in a Ute, because I'm right against the wall here, but I've moved the seat forward and managed to squeeze back here. It's pretty tight. But, so, to take this off, we have 1, 2, there's a screw in there, 3, 4, and then a 5th one up the top. My torch keeps turning off. But you've got 5 screws there that need to be removed, so I've just got a normal Phillips head. And then I've just carefully taken this plastic trim piece off as well, which I'll plop down here. And then you've got another 1, 2, 3, 4 here holding the actual latch mechanism in. Now, some people don't bother taking every single screw out to get the glove box out. Some people just rip the whole lid out. My sort of worry with that was potentially snapping the already crap hinges that are on here, or the actual glove box. I have taken this out before just to test fit that the new one does work, but I thought I'd show you guys from sort of start to finish how exactly to do it. But yeah, all in all, it won't take me too long to show you guys. It's pretty simple, but my old one was pretty rickety and pretty crap with the dent here. Every time you'd sort of hop in, it was the one thing that sort of annoyed me. So let's take these screws out and I'll show you guys how exactly it unclips from the handles. So each one of these screws is pretty easy to get out once you've got a little sort of Phillips head tool. I tend to just put them in separate spots so I don't get confused as to which is which. So that's how big it is there. It's not too big at all, so I'll just put that in the cup holder section. But yeah, it's about 5 of these little things. Again, if I wasn't sort of trying to maneuver the camera in here and show you guys what's actually going on, it would probably be a fair bit quicker. It's just really hard to get the camera in here to actually show what's going on. If you guys can see that screw there, probably not, but again, some people don't bother taking all of these out. I just did it beforehand just because I was like, oh, I may as well disassemble the whole glove box just to actually see how much work it really is, which it isn't. It's pretty simple. It really is not an intricate sort of glove box design. It's nothing like some of the Euro cars. It's definitely pretty simple. I don't know if it's the exact same on a VF Commodore or if it's more difficult or what the story is there, but once you get these main panels out like so, got how many screws left? That one's out, that one's out. I think I've got one more up the back here. Right, that's out. So that's the main glove box sort of area, as you guys can feel, so, or you can see. So that whole part is now loose. And then we've just got these ones here, which I don't know if I'll be able to do that by hand, probably not, no. So I'll put the screws in here and get the tool again. Chuck it in there. Just loosen them like that, and then I'll take them out with the bit itself. Do this one. Alright, so that should hopefully now, it's not totally loose, but once I sort of pull them out by hand, the whole back of this glove box area should just clip off. You guys can see it's getting pretty loose now. And there's two. The third one's out, it's just this last one here. Alright, there we go. So that's 3 and 4. So I'll take that screw out, put it there, and we'll get this one out over here. Well, that one can just sort of stay in there. It's just holding in the little, I guess, cubby tray or ashtray area. Now we have access to where the actual glove box lid is. So yeah, it's not too tricky of a job. They just sort of sit in with little clips here. So obviously you bend that tab and sort of pull a bit. Usually you do it with both sides. I just don't want to break anything. Maybe we'll pull it up so it can pop out. So alright, there's one and there's two. Alright, so sorry for all the awkward camera angles, I really do apologise. Basically sits in there with these two little tabs. So there's two on either side of each glove box lid, and then that's the old one out, and then I can swap it to the new one that's sitting there on top of the Lightning McQueen. But yeah, it's pretty basic. It's just the 4 or 5 on the back here, and then the 4 screws on the top, so like 8 screws, and then yeah, it's pretty easy to clip everything back where it needs to go. So we'll get the new one lined up, I'll clip it in, and we'll show you guys the difference afterwards. Okay, so the new glove box lid is in on the ute. I didn't bother filming up the back with all the screws and things because it was really getting quite cramped up there for me. So it's just the reverse of what I showed you guys before, which was a little bit tedious, but I thought I'd actually show you guys where all the screws were in case it gets a bit confusing. If you're in a sedan or a wagon, it's obviously going to be far easier than a ute. But either way, same premise applies. It's just removing those bits and pieces carefully, not breaking any of the tabs, and then clipping it all back together. But yeah, I'm really happy with it, especially for what I paid. It's a lot better than what I had before, this vinyl one. I don't know if I'll keep it as a spare or what I'll do with it, or if, I don't know, might see if someone wants to buy it. I highly doubt it, but someone might want to retrim it or something. But yeah, really happy with this, especially for the price point. It's a lot nicer. It matches the rest of everything else, and it sort of is blending in with all the other bits of interior plastic. Okay, so that was the install. If you guys have any questions or sort of queries about how exactly I pulled this apart, or if there's anything that's sort of not making sense for you, be sure to leave a comment below and I will reply. It was fairly easy install or swap over, change over. I've done similar things on my Fiesta and my XR5 Turbo, so it's not super duper tricky, but yeah, if you've got any questions, be sure to let me know. And if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, as it really does help me out, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.